of Earthrealm to another Mortal Kombat mobile video. Shall we begin?
Once again, you guys have voted on Twitter, and with a solid 41%, you guys chose the review to be MK11 Jade, so we will give her a proper review now and see what she's all about. MK11 Jade is part of the Netherrealm class, and her passive is called Embracing the Shadow. MK11 Jade has a chance to dodge basic attacks, leaving the opponent slowed and open to counter-attack for a brief time. MK11 teammates are healed by fire, bleed and poison. And of course, so is she. Her gear piece is the Bujutsu staff, which gives 25% critically chance boost. Every missed attack boosts Jade's attack damage by 60%, which is exclusive obviously for Jade characters only, and 25% damage boost against enemies affected by bleed or poison. Now here we are at her screen for the feats of strength, and for her rune she has to win 500 matches in battle mode. For the victory stances she needs 750 matches in faction wars. For her taunts she will need to knock out 500 katana enemies. For her icons she needs to knock out 1000 enemies. For the backgrounds she needs to win 200 matches in challenge mode. And for her titles she needs to perform 3000 combo enders. Then let's go back and have a look at her victory stances one by one. We are starting with the first one called Double Down. Her second one is called No Chance. The third one is the Staff Kata and is exclusive for all Jade characters. And finally Great Catch, which is exclusive to MK11 Jade only. And on your victory screen it will look like this. Now let's have a quick look at all her backgrounds. Next up we would have her icons. And finally the titles. MK11 Jade has two different combo enders. The first one being a quite regular one, so there's nothing really outstanding here to see. But her second one has a very beautiful animation, because every time when she pulls an opponent close to her, she has these sort of green rays or clouds or whatever you want to call them, supporting her. Some people might also call this mist. But in any way, MK11 Jade is a combo ender machine. Her movements and her motions are so fluid that there's basically no gap between them, causing that the enemy basically can do nothing against it and is kind of trapped in an endless loop of combo enders, and you even can start knocking out one opponent and finishing the combo ender with the next. Her special one-attack double razor snares the opponent to keep them in the match, preventing them from tagging out, which makes her a very, very difficult and dangerous character to handle. And it is also a very good special one attack if you want to perform knockouts. And if you play her with Moloch's Ball and Chain, for example, this attack can become unblockable and make it even more annoying for your opponent. Her special 2 attack, the Face Smash, is unblockable, and due to its high damage, it most likely will knock out your opponent. And even if this is not the case, it has a blind effect, which causes that the opponent might miss with his basic attacks. You can even click the special 2 while performing your basic attacks or combo enders, and her special 2 then will be fluently added to her attack chain. Just make sure that you're in range, because if you're too far away, the special 2 will whiff. Of course, then dealing no damage at all. The Crushing Blow is tied to her special 2, and you will have to reach 90% or higher on the second part of the minigame to execute it. And just as the normal version, it will also cause a blinding effect in case the enemy survives. Her Fatal Blow is one of my personal favorites from the entire MK11 roster so far, because on one hand it's so simple, and on the other hand it looks so unbelievably painful. And just in case that your opponent should survive this attack, then she will have a luck buff, which gives her a critical hit chance increase to cause even more damage with follow-up attacks. What makes MK11 Jade the most dangerous is her passive Embracing the Shadow, which basically causes that she dodges your attack and counters it. This way, fighting her just with basic attacks alone becomes an absolute nightmare. And this passive can come up with a very long, drawn-out animation, or just come lightning quick, and out of nowhere you can turn the match around to your own advantage. And it even doesn't matter if you're blocking or not, because this passive can trigger out of nowhere at any time, every time your opponent even dares to use a basic attack on you. Another very useful tool is her healing ability when she is confronted with damage over time effects such as fire, bleed and poison. And in little steps she will just regenerate her health, and on top even her MK11 teammates get the same buff from her as long as she is in the team. This healing ability may not be very fast, but it can definitely make a difference, and sometimes even be the reason you won the match. Unfortunately, MK11 Jade is also not bug-free, because sometimes the passive shows up but actually isn't executed, and sometimes can even be ignored, like in this case. When it comes to MK11 characters, MK11 Jade is my favorite by far, simply because she has so many tools and feels so overpowered, and even though I'm just playing her on the Fusion 5 now, she's already so incredibly strong that I just can't wait to have her at Fusion 10. And even right now, with her passive being a little bit bugged, it doesn't really even feel that much of a disadvantage, because like when that passive is not working, then you have so many other tools to handle your opponent and basically just destroy them in one go without them being able to react to anything. You just follow up one attack after another, one combo ender follows the other, you can combo into your special attacks. The Fatal Blow looks amazing. There is absolutely nothing that MK11 Jade doesn't bring to the table. The snare effect is so dangerous to just keep your opponent in the match. And it's so much fun to watch your health bar heal every time your opponent tries to apply a DOT to you. So MK11 Jade is absolutely the really big thing, and probably the best thing that NetherRealm Studios have come up with in the last few months regarding MK11 characters in this game. But yeah, I would say that's about it when it comes to MK11 Jade. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Of course, there will be more reviews following up. Follow me on Twitter if you want to vote for your next characters as well. Casey, over and out for today.
Thank you for watching, Untitled. If you enjoyed the slaughter and the bloodshed, you can support the channel by clicking on the like button. You can also click on one of the two videos presented by Baraka here. Also make sure that you are subscribed and click the bell notification icon to be notified upon new uploads. You all know the drill. Wound not kill, have a good one, and see you next time.